Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber and I'm sharing my health journey. I'm not a doctor or a dietitian, I'm just a lady looking to feel her best. So if you've been following me for a while, you know I have PCOS and I've been struggling with inflammation, and I have been doing an anti-inflammatory diet to just get rid of things that are making my joints hurt and try to deal with that as best as possible naturally versus me having to take medicine. But for over a year, I've been seeing all these videos from Gauge Girl Training. Her name's Christine. I will link her channel below as well as other links I'm gonna be mentioning. She's been talking about this 21-day hormone reset that she sells, but she also has a 7-day version for free. Now, this hormone reset is something that it should really take longer than 21 days, but the one you buy that's 21 days, it's kind of like you can get a lot of progress made in that amount of time. Some people do it twice. And then the 7-day one is obviously something you can keep repeating or just follow the guidelines for however long it takes to naturally detox your hormones. Christine is a chemical engineer, a food scientist, a nutritionist. She was like a bikini bodybuilder, very smart lady, very hardworking, driven lady over there on Gauge Girl Training. Go check her out if you haven't done that yet. Because of her scientific background, she really understands on a chemical level how things that you eat interfere with your body and how that process works and why things can make you bloated, why things can make you inflamed. And she's developed this program over the last 7 years or so just to help people who you have like a hormone belly. So basically if your body type is like the Grinch, like me, where you're consistently eating healthy, you're consistently working out, you're still not able to drop fat in your stomach, it's just holding on there. A lot of times that's due to an imbalance of hormones. And so the secret that obviously probably isn't much secret now is that I have decided to do this program, and I've been kind of gearing up for it for the last few weeks and preparing my body, my mind. I want to mention right here that I think if you are having progress with a high calorie amount each day, so your deficit isn't very much, and you can have a lot of food variety, that is the best option. If you are being successful doing that, having the most variety, the least restrictions possible is gonna be the best. That's gonna be the most sustainable. I've done this for months and months. I've already lost 35 pounds over the last year, but I'm really struggling with this belly fat. So I'm already doing the majority of this program just being anti-inflammatory. So it was just adding a few things and cutting out a few extra things for me, which is why I decided, why not try it? This is the best time. I'm already doing most of it anyway, and I have been seeing it, interested in it, kind of feeling in the back of my mind like you might need to do that, but I really wasn't ready to commit. So now's the time. We are getting into it. So I'm going to explain the program a little bit, but again, she really asks people to link to her videos. So that's what will be in the description box, her stuff, that you can go check her stuff out. She has a whole playlist on the hormonal reset if you're interested. This is not for everybody, and I think this is actually for the few. I think most people will be successful just following a normal, natural, eating healthier, moving your body kind of lifestyle. So I have some notes here, so pardon me if I'm looking down, but there was a lot of information. So if you're thinking, I don't know if this is for me or not, let me just kind of read out a few things and you can see. Again, I'm not saying you should do this. I'm saying I'm doing this. So just be clear on that. I took several of these things straight from the free 7-day principle guidelines. So this is supposed to address hormone belly if you're eating healthy, in a calorie deficit, working out, not able to lose weight from your belly. Are you insulin resistant, high cortisol, estrogen dominance? If you have PCOS like I do, leptin resistant, or if you have thyroid issues. These are all things that might indicate you might have unbalanced hormones. I do want to say this is a very strict program for 21 days. And again, it's not going to be done after 21 days. You're going to have to find a way to make a path forward after that 21 days, continuing this hormone journey. So if you are the kind of person who is still struggling with binge eating, I would not recommend this. I have really worked on my relationship with food. Binge eating is something I very rarely deal with. Only in when I restrict my calories too much do I have a problem with binge eating now. And this program is not about restricting calories very much. It's about just the foods that you're choosing. So I think I'll be fine, but it's always something to keep in mind. So if you're binge eating, maybe fix your relationship with food before you go any further. You should probably, if you're having a lot of issues binge eating, you probably need to stop dieting altogether and just heal that relationship with food by allowing yourself to eat. I know I had to do it. I gained weight. I've lost the weight that I had gained. It will be fine, and your relationship with food for the rest of your life can be a lot better if you keep it up. It's not one of those things that you're magically done. Unfortunately, you have to continue to work on it, because I definitely have slipped here and there, but all in all, I was really struggling with binge eating, and now I'm not. So think about that before you go further in your journey. So this hormone reset can take 4 to 6 months total, but you can make significant improvements in 1 to 3 weeks, which is what I plan to do. I'm going to follow her 7-day program. I'm going to follow the guidelines for at least 21 days. Then that really takes me straight into going to Mexico, where I will uphold like gluten-free and no caffeine, things like that. I'm going to continue to do, but I am going to splurge on things like I'm going to have sugar and alcohol. I'm on vacation and I've never been to Mexico, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm not going to feel guilty at all. When I come back, I'm going to see how the first 21 days went. I might redo the 21-day program again, just depending on did I feel really good? Was I struggling with wanting to binge eat? All these kind of things will make up my decision in the end. But I'm committed to doing 21 days like hardcore of the hormone reset to see what kind of changes I might be able to make in my body. All right, referring back to my notes of like, what does this entail? I took a few bullet points from her principle. That is, you're gonna increase your calories. So if you've been in a big calorie deficit, your body actually needs nutrition to heal itself. So this program is not about being in a strict deficit. It's about what you do eat and what you don't eat, basically. We need to increase our fiber. This is essential to support detoxification of excess estrogen, cholesterol, and for liver detoxification. So your liver and kidneys already do a good job detoxifying your body. So most people don't need detoxes. That's literally what your body's supposed to do. But in this case, if you have a hormone imbalance, it's holding on to excess hormones that you don't need. So you're trying to flush that out of your system. We're going to increase our fat intake, high quality fats, eliminate caffeine. I know. After this little sit down talk we're gonna have, I've done a few clips of me over the last 5 days and what it feels like to actually go caffeine free, because I've been caffeine free for 5 days now. So we're gonna make sure we have proper hydration, which I actually need to get to, because this is actually, when I'm filming this is day 1 for me. So I need to get on drinking water here in a minute. We're gonna improve the quality of food. Y'all, this is expensive. She wants you to go organic as much as you possibly can. I went organic with everything that I could go organic except the chicken, because I picked the medium range chicken. The full organic chicken was like over $6 a pound. The medium grade chicken was like $2 a pound. So we went like no hormones, all that good stuff in our chicken. But yeah, some of these things are crazy expensive. So just keep that in mind. The first week is going to be a little pricey as you're buying things like collagen and fiber and all that stuff. We're going to eliminate processed foods and sugar. And I do mean all of it. Like, we're making everything from scratch over the next week, which is great in her thing though, is because you eat what's not great. You eat the same thing every day for 7 days if you're doing the free one. And so that, like tonight, I'm making a big thing of soup. It's gonna last me all week for dinner. So it's not really making every single meal, even though it is, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna be in the kitchen every single day, all the time. We're going to eliminate red meats, which includes beef, lamb, pork, sticking to chicken, mainly chicken thighs, turkey, salmon, shrimp, those kind of proteins. And there is a vegan version on her free 7-day trial and the 21-day. So in the printout you get for the 7 days, it has both recipes, the regular and the vegan. So that gives you twice as variety too, because there's a vegan soup on there that looks really good that I might try for like week 2 or week 3. So if you are vegan, keep that in mind. We're also going to be adding some supplementation. This part is completely optional, but it can just help the process go faster. And if I'm cutting out all this food, I want it to go faster, like obviously. So there is something called IC3. It's like indole carbonyl 3. And it's made from cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. It's a natural compound that has that helps flush out the excess estrogen from your liver. So I'm taking that every day, plus a prebiotic fiber, which is just like benefiber that you're adding. I'm adding it to my morning drink plus my protein smoothie. And then I'm also taking a probiotic tablet. So those are the 3 supplements that we're adding just to support our digestive health while we are on this journey. I have taken out foods that cause inflammation for over a month now, probably, and I'm already feeling quite a bit better, but I do feel like I just need a little extra push in taking the caffeine out. It has been a little headache, but I'm telling you, I woke up today and had energy, like as soon as I woke up. That's never happened in my life. I'm like, not even kidding. So I'm really excited to see what just taking out the caffeine, which is crazy. I don't think anyone I've ever known would ever think I would be the person to cut out caffeine. Like, that's where we are with our love relationship with caffeine and coffee. So I have switched to a decaf coffee so I can still enjoy the flavors of coffee in the morning. But y'all, I'm feeling really good. And I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like I was getting a lot of puffiness and stuff in my face when I was really going through the inflammation stuff. And just switching over my diet and stuff, I feel like I have really decreased a lot of the puffiness in my face. I'm feeling so much better. So I'm really excited about this, and I feel good mentally, which is why I decided it's the time to tackle this, because this is a beast of a program. It's very limited foods. The only fruits are like berries and lemons, no potatoes, no grains, no gluten, no dairy. Again, I was already doing most of that. Really, I just had to cut out the grains, but she has very specific vegetables because she took out anything that can cause inflammation. So great for me and what my needs are, but maybe not great for you. So follow me on this journey if you'd like. Let's get into these clips of me going caffeine free, and then I share my shopping list at the end of the video. So Sleepy Amber coming in 3, 2, 1. Good morning. This is day 3 with no caffeine. So I've woken up each morning, had a decaf coffee. I bought some decaf Earl Grey tea, also bought some decaf Diet Dr. Pepper, just to like during this weaning off phase. I am going to be starting a 21-day, it's not really 21 day, it's a hormonal reset. It's going to take as long as it's going to take, but one of the things you have to do is get off caffeine. I didn't want to get off caffeine at the same time I'm restricting even more food, because I'm already quite restrictive with the inflammation diet. So I wanted to get over that hurdle of withdrawals of caffeine before I even thought about touching my food. So I've been kind of naturally stepping away from caffeine over the last, I don't know, since the beginning of this year. I used to drink 2 cups all the time, and it kind of got to the point to where I'd brew the second cup, but only drink like a quarter of it. It just really wasn't doing me any good anymore. It's like it makes you feel good at the beginning of the day, and then towards the end of the day, it's like you need more caffeine to keep going or else you're gonna crash. And I was just kind of naturally stepping away from it. And I've been seeing a lot about this hormone reset. I have PCOS, so it already puts me top of the list of probably candidates need to do this. I've also been working out consistently, eating healthy consistently, and having a really hard time losing weight. And that weight is predominantly in my belly. So that also puts me high candidate at needing this hormone reset. Basically, until you can get these hormones adjusted, the weight loss isn't gonna come, at least not easily, and not my stomach. And I have noticed that I'm losing weight in my arms and my legs. All the other places in my stomach will not go away. So we're gonna give it a try. I'm already doing like 70% of this with the anti-inflammatory diet anyway. So I was like, might as well do a little bit more and see if we can get the biggest bang for our buck. So I'm just gonna kind of keep this vlog style. I'll give you updates throughout. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I just wanted to give you an update. Day 3, no caffeine. I've had a headache all 3 days. I started off with a headache before I even took the caffeine out. Like that night before I took the caffeine out, I had a really bad headache. So I don't know if it's weather here, but I know the last 2 days, definitely caffeine headache. I'm also taking a steroid right now with my doctor to see if we can get the inflammation down. Basically, he wants to see if we can get the inflammation down and it goes away. Then we won't need to do expensive blood work and things like that, looking for autoimmune diseases. If it doesn't work and the pain comes back, blood work and things like that. So I'm kind of in this limbo period of I'm on my steroids, so I can't take things like ibuprofen. All I can take is Tylenol for my headache, so it's a bit of a struggle, but we're working through it. Definitely moving has helped. I had a bad headache, took a nap, woke up, still had a bad headache, and ended up saying to heck with that and going to the gym. I felt better after getting back from the gym. So just keep moving, just keep going. I know it's a struggle. I'm there with you. I'm gonna try a breakfast from this 21-day reset. I'm gonna try one of her, it's called like note meal. I don't know. No oatmeal, cutting out grains. But it's basically like you're replacing your oatmeal with hemp seeds and a little bit of chia. So I'm expecting this to go terrible, but I'll let you know. All right. This is really quick to throw together, but her measurements are very precise. So that actually took the longest, is just measuring everything out. The microwaving was easy. I'm scared, but optimistic. Okay, it's not bad. Hallelujah. The video, she asked to link the videos as a way to share it. So I'm not gonna write down the recipe, but I'll have it linked below. In the video, she shares it. She worked really hard on these recipes and things, so I wanna make sure that she gets the views and the credit that she needs. Hardworking lady. So I'll have it linked below. I have a new way. I was really scared about taking away oatmeal because you actually take away all greens in the Hormone Reset. So I was really scared about it. This will be a helpful way to get all the things I love, like almond butter and strawberries, and has coconut, and hallelujah, it's good. Yes. All right, day 4, no caffeine. I'm gonna give you a little update. Yesterday, after maybe like 10, my headache went away, so that was day 3, and it was gone all day, and I was very encouraged. I thought maybe, just maybe, the headache portion of the no caffeine was over, but alas, I woke up with a headache again. And it's bad enough to that when I woke up at 6, I couldn't go back to sleep until my alarm went off. I just had to get up because it hurts. Stuck with a headache again, day 4. So this no caffeine thing, it's a real bummer. My energy levels are actually okay. The first, I think day 2, I went to the gym, and that was pretty rough. But as far as like regular energy throughout the day, it hasn't really been a problem. Mainly it's just been the headache thing. So I plan on going to the grocery store tomorrow to pick up all the ingredients for the first week, but that means I'm really wanting to start the day after that. So tomorrow I'm going grocery shopping and meal prepping, and the day after that I really want to start. And I was really hoping the whole no caffeine thing would be like not an issue anymore, because that's easy. 4, 5, 6, so that'd give me 6 days off of caffeine. So it's still the plan. So we're gonna see what happens. Day 5 and I'm still alive. My hair's not looking great, but that's all right. I just woke up, and I woke up at 5 with a headache. Took some Tylenol, went back to bed eventually. The problem is, without caffeine, I'm awake. So when I wake up at 5, I'm actually awake, and I don't need the caffeine to wake me up. So it took me, again, over an hour to fall back asleep. But now when I woke up, my headache's gone. So I think the energy-wise is actually gonna be really good being off caffeine. I'm just ready for these headaches in the morning to go away. I think my body knows I normally get the caffeine in the morning, and so it's like, send the headache in the morning. So maybe she'll drink it, and then when it doesn't work, it goes away. I don't know, that's my theory. But I ended up going grocery shopping yesterday, so I'm going to get all that stuff out and show you the grocery list stuff that I did, and just kind of talk about the foods that I'm gonna have for the week. And then we're going to stop this video and come back next week to see me on my first week of the 21-day, I'm calling it a 21-day meal prep because, or a 21-day reset because I'm following the 21 days. But it's gonna be longer than that. It's a journey. It's like the first 21 days to see what's up. But I've been stuck at like between 184 and 186 since November, the beginning of November, without it budging. Consistent working out, consistent all the things of, eating healthy, all the things. So if this can help me budge, it's like I like my lifestyle. I built a lifestyle I like with working out and everything, but I still want results. I still want, my stomach to go down. My legs are screaming for smaller pants because my legs and butt have lost weight, but but I can't go down because my stomach going down. I can't go down the size because I have to keep the waistband for my bigger size. So so hopeful that this will just help with that stomach fat. So let's get into those groceries. First up are the drinks I've bought. So obviously I've already had a couple of these, but I've switched to decaf coffee just so I can still get the vibes of coffee in the morning. I also bought a decaf Earl Grey tea because I really enjoy Earl Grey, but you can also do things like herbal tea, and then LaCroix is a free food. You can have LaCroix, and then to sweeten anything you have, the only thing I've really seen in her program is stevia. If you can buy organic, awesome. My store didn't have it. So regular stevia drops for me. I'm pretty sure monk fruit would be acceptable as well. Now onto the supplements that I'm taking. This is a collagen peptides that is vanilla flavor, collagen, and stevia. That's all the ingredients in it, which is why I picked it. We have our fiber, our probiotic, and our IC3, which is going to help flush out all those extra hormones. This is optional other than the collagen, but I chose to do it because why not? So for this first week, I'm following that 7-day program. So the only meats I'm having are chicken thighs with skin on and some shrimp for lunch. So I'm making a big batch of dinner and then gonna make my protein each day for lunch. Now on to our veggies, a ton of greens. So I have a whole pound of kale, a bunch of spinach, carrots. I needed red cabbage, but my store didn't have any. Red bell pepper, ginger, garlic, and then I chose to get frozen cauliflower and carrots for the soup because it's already pre-measured out and weighed out and cut for me. Now on to the only little fruits that we get: blueberries, strawberries, green apples, and lemons. Good thing I like strawberries and blueberries. You can have cherries and peaches too. I'm just not doing it the first week. Since we need to get more fat in our day, our snacks are nuts. So I have almond and pistachio. I got coconut oil, almond butter. That's like the fresh made at my store. Chia seeds, hemp seeds, and pumpkin seeds. I did need some almond milk that doesn't have any like the gums or anything like that, but I could not find it at all in my store. So I plan on making some, but for now I have this kind. And for our soup, we need bone broth, 2 cans of full fat coconut milk that are unsweetened with some curry and some turmeric. I hope you follow along with this interesting journey I'm going on. That's what this whole channel has been. It's just me on my journey to health as I find what works for me, what doesn't work for me. We're all different. We all have different needs, and we're just here to support each other on wherever we are in our own journeys. So if you want to see what the recipes look like, come back next time because I will be doing my day 1 in meal prepping. I'm going to be doing videos updating throughout this whole 21-day process to really let you know what's happening. So also, if you decide to do something like this, make sure you take your measurements. So I've got my weight, my waist measurement, which is the smallest part of my torso, and then I also took my measurement where my belly button is, because that unfortunately is not up where it should be, you know, it's fallen down. So I've taken both of those measurements. That's really where I'm looking for the most change. And that's how we kind of know, is this working? That's our guide. Also how we feel, obviously. But come back next time if you want to see what these recipes look like. Bye, y'all.